Good morning everyone. Today we are going to speak about the history of weapons, more specifically in the world and in India. So to give you a bit of background, gunpowder was invented in China back in 9th century. A scientist was trying to make the potion of immortality. He mixed potassium nitrate, sulfur and charcoal and ended up making gunpowder. One thing led to another and slowly cannons came into existence. These weapons could cause way more destruction than bows and arrows could, but one of the disadvantages were that these were huge, heavy and took a lot of time to load. Several attempts were made to make handheld cannons and many of them were successful also. Handheld firearms first surfaced in Europe in 14th century. There were early matchlock rifles and person who fired it held a stick with fire at the end, which had to be placed upon a certain part of the rifle, usually near the trigger, which triggered the firing of the gun. There were several advancements in these guns over the years to flintlocks, and then came the period of cartridges. Now the loading that took a lot of time could now be done very easily. We spoke a lot about guns and history, and now coming to guns in India. Indian rulers had been attracted to this new weapon and wanted to have their hands on them, and have been importing and making their own guns. This made guns an important part of Indian warfare and its culture. The Bahmani kings are said to have used guns in battles as early as 1360s, and the kings of Vijayanagar Empire would purchase guns from the Portuguese. Earlier, the soldiers had to go dangerously close distances to the enemy before striking them with a sword, but now they could stand at a distance and fight. But these guns had their own setbacks. By the time these guns would be loaded, the enemy would have killed them, so it was majorly used by troops who would stand far away and shoot from a distance. The kings would use these guns for hunting along with warfare. Some even specialized their chariots to be able to hold rifles on game day. Sepoy Mutiny, 1857. In 1857, the Sepoy Mutiny broke out. The British had introduced the Enfield muskets as a replacement to the Brown Bess. Now the gunpowder and the rounds came in a paper bag, which made it easier to carry ammunition, which had to be bitten before, but this paper cartridge was greased with cow and pig fat. This angered the Indian soldiers and this sparked Sepoy Mutiny. The instability in arms regulation led to the illegal ownership of guns, and this feared the British government as it threatened their existence. The Sepoy Mutiny led to the British government banning the ownership of guns under the Arms Act 1878. According to the new act, a person isn't allowed to possess a weapon unless she is permitted by the British government. This act was revoked 12 years after independence in Arms Act 1859, the first major arms law in independent India. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please press the like button. If you like to receive notifications of my new videos, then subscribe to my channel. And if you know any of your friends who are gun enthusiasts, share this video with them, and I will meet you in the next one. Thank you.